Without further ado, Stratton, you're on. It's your deal.
Well, thank you, Sanders, and on behalf of the Redden family and the Board of Directors, it's a pleasure to welcome you here today. We're going to get the program started because of the weather conditions, and so I'd like to first introduce our guest speaker, our first of the guest speakers, and that's Mayes County's own Larry Rice. Larry?
Thank you, Stratton, and I too would like to say thank you for being here. And I'm probably the luckiest legislator in Oklahoma having this industrial park set in my district. Everywhere that the Mayes County delegation goes, we tell them that it is the largest in Oklahoma. There are 7 Fortune 500 companies located out here. 17% of these companies export, and I think that's significant in this world market that we live in. If you look around, you'll see quite a diverse manufacturing group. There's 33 different types of manufacturing with 14 different services. And I think that this park certainly sets the climate for the rest of Oklahoma. I'm very, very happy that we've got this facility here, these offices, because these offices set the climate for the rest of the park. So,
you know, the park started in 1961, and I won't give you the statistics on the park because Larry Rice just took them from me. But started in 1961. And with the kind of pioneer spirit we had out of the Redden family and others, we're still building on that today. And I just want to recognize the board of directors at this point.
Senator Gene Stipe, a great supporter of Mayes County. Senator Stipe, you're on for a few comments.
I remember very well when this whole thing started. And it wasn't without some controversy. I chaired the investigating committee that investigated OOW, my first section in the Senate. And thank goodness it turned out all right. And this place has had momentum ever since, and it's provided a lot of leadership for all of Oklahoma industrial development.
It's now a pleasure to introduce the congressman from the 2nd District, Mike Sinar, who's also brings an aggressive brand of Oklahoma common sense to Washington. And Congressman Sinar, we'd be pleased for a few remarks.
Thank you, Stratton. And ladies and gentlemen, this is a great day for not only the complex, but for Mayes County and for Oklahoma. I can't help but think that Gene would be very proud, not only his family being here, but all those people who loved and admired the work that he did. And just recently, as all of us know, Oklahoma was picked as one of the most attractive states in the United States for new investment. And because of that, I think one could say that the seeds that were planted back in 1961 have come full bloom today with the opening of this building. It is only fitting that we dedicate this building for Gene Redden, because it was indeed his vision that one day that management and labor and the local community could work together to really make a presence not only in Oklahoma, not only in the country, but around the world. And with this building, we will indeed have a presence around the world.
You know, there are those, when the war was over, wanted to turn this back into running cows and horses on, and there are those who resisted to returning it to such a use. Fortunately, the cooperation of the business people in this community, the business people out here in this particular facility, the governmental corporations of the city of Pryor and the county of Mayes County, the state of Oklahoma, the VOTEC district that's here, and yes, and even the United States government shows you what you can do when you have cooperation. And certainly with the absence of any one of these catalysts, this institution would not be what it is today.
To comment on that, we'd like to ask Peter Yacko of AdoChem to give some perspectives from the private sector side in the public-private relationship. Peter?
Thank you. I've been asked to speak today about the partnership between our industrial facilities and OOWA. And to address this topic, I'm going to speak about our company's experience, which I believe to be common throughout industries in the industrial park. Alpha AdoChem decided to build an activated carbon plant 14 years ago in Pryor. The Pryor site was selected by a nationwide search committee, And some of the key elements that were critical in selection of the prior site were a central location accessible to a nationwide market, and access to a skilled and reliable workforce, and attractive quality of life. In addition to these factors, we found a cooperative, can-do spirit on the part of the OWA staff. We found no other industrial site in the country where the staff made us feel at home as much as the OWA staff had.
I knew Gene Redden, Senator, and believe me, I am no Gene Redden. One of the anomalies of life is that there are heroes who labor in the vineyards with dedication to improving the lot of their fellow men, and they do so without any expectation of recognition. Thank God that there are such men. Gene Redden was such a man. Gene Redden was a gifted man. Some men have visions, some men carry out plans. Rarely do you find in one person both gifts. Gene Redden had both gifts. Gene Redden looked at an abandoned powder plant and had a dream. For 29 years, Gene Redden labored with dedication and perseverance. Gene Redden's dream is a reality, and we of Oklahoma are 3,300 jobs better off because of it. MidAmerica Industrial Park is one of Oklahoma's best hidden assets. MidAmerica Industrial Park has, out of the rolling wooded lands of the Cherokee Nation, out of Pryor Creek, taken the state of Oklahoma into participation in the new global economy. MidAmerica Industrial Park is already part of the 21st century. Look at the exhibits that are here today from the tenants of this park. It is only fitting that we have erected a building which, like Gene Redden, is unobtrusive to the land. It is not ostentatious, but it diffuses quality and a strength of permanence. Jamesy, Sanders Mitchell, John Robertson, Bill Willis, Greg Main, Rob Gilbert, and I, with pride, but with humility, take pleasure in announcing the dedication plaque for this beautiful new building today, which reads as follows. Gene R. Redden, founder of the MidAmerica Industrial Park, a man of vision, insight, and perseverance, Gene Redden recognized the vast potential of the former World War II powder plant located on this site. Redden envisioned an industrial complex that would employ thousands of northeastern Oklahomans. Today, Gene Redden's dream is a reality. For 29 years, he served the Oklahoma Ordnance Works Authority as administrator of the MidAmerica Industrial Park. His courage and enthusiasm knew no limits. This facility is dedicated in his honor.
when I think about how it was started, the vision of a man, the will to get it done, and I'm sure Senator Stipe and Senator Ford talked about there were maybe those tough times, an administration that was able to keep things going and hopefully build, an opportunity for the community to show that it cares, values jobs, a workforce that is ready, willing, and certainly capable, an opportunity for government to show that it is a creator of opportunity and not just an obstacle. As I travel around this great state, certainly things like this, the MidAmerica Industrial Park, are a example of what we can do as a great state. Thank you very much.
All right. There, get up here. Go ahead.